Blog Talk Radio.
You're now tuning in to number one Prince of Airwaves with your host, Prince George. Here we go on Warfare Radio Alliance on Blog Talk Radio. What up, y'all? Welcome to number one Prince of Airwaves. I'm your host, Prince George, y'all. Today is going to be a great day. Like any other day, but today we have a special guest coming into the studio today. We're going to be talking to an author of the war saga. I'm messing it all up already. Sorry, guys. I'm going to let him introduce his novel. We have an author today on the show, which I got opportunity to read the actual books of the author, but I'm going to go ahead and let him introduce them later on in the show today. But of course, I'm going to go, before we do all that, I'm going to go ahead and go into our regular show. That way we can get some music and some other stuff cleared up and out the way before that we can dedicate the rest of the show to our guest. You guys heard of the red lines, the blue lines, the green lines, and things of that nature. This is the red, black, white, and silver, which is Warzone Comedy, y'all. You guys, we're going to go and play some music for you guys. And the first song we're going to play right now is entitled Without Me, written by George Easley for Easy Trinity Music 1 for Warzone Records, y'all. And the artist is Baby G. And this is off of the Books of Cartoon soundtrack, y'all.
Some of y'all call me a shapeshifter, battle cat, even a chameleon. Call me what you want, my house is command central, and I know the difference. You might not like me, hell, you might even hate me. Without me, you have no chance of existence. You might not like it, but you know I'm batting 1,000. You might can count one hand how many times I come close to letting you down. Villains come from one side and the villains come from the other. With me in their midst, why they even bother? They come to terrorize, destroy, humiliate. Where did my suit go? Now it's time to take it to the street. On your mark, say let's go. Fist over fist, and that was the talk, and it's time for some action. And I'm ready to get it done. Without me, y'all have nothing to talk about. You might not like me, but without me, y'all couldn't stick around. With me, bad guys don't have stand a chance. They don't have a chance to sit in the city of your pants. Rid of me that, rid of me this. Some of you like the way I walk, some of you like the way I talk, some of you like the way I move. Whatever the case is, a catch-22, cause there's more to do. I can't crown myself lucky, cause y'all say I'm lucky. It doesn't really matter what y'all feel for me, cause y'all ain't gonna really tell me what y'all really feel for me. Cause y'all stand around till see the glory. If it ain't what y'all want, it's another sad story. But that's another issue, but I'm still here to protect you. I still love you. When you're gone, I'm still to miss you. And I'm not here to dish you. I'm only here to help you. Only here to help fix you.
All right, guys, welcome back. I went to go ahead and grab the actual book you're going to be reviewing later in the show. It's called The Last Keeper, the book, the Warminster series, guys. So Arthur J.V. Hilliard will be here later today to tell you guys more about his book called The Last Keeper. And so you guys, hopefully you guys, if you're into books, into reading books, and to audio books and things of that nature, he'll be here later today in order to tell you more about it. So hopefully you guys have your pen and papers ready, and that way you guys and your listening ears on, so that way you guys can get some valuable information, get some valuable reading material you guys can actually get into. And I've already liked the book already myself. But again, I want to go over this book. And this is the reason why I'm bringing it to the radio show today, because I really believe in the book. I really, really, really like this book. So, with that said, let's go ahead and play some more music. And this song is entitled When I Die, written by Joseph Easley for Easy Trinity Music 1 for Warzone Records, y'all. And this song is off of the Baby G CQ album, y'all. And the artist is Baby G.
Let's sit down and let's tell a story. How my ancestors came from slavery and I came to glory. If I wasn't a man of power, if I died, if it would be the headline, would be the story? Or would it really matter? Because it'd be another black man's story. One day was gonna come to a day. My job here on earth is done. Hopefully my life I lived wasn't totally in vain. I've been through things in life, seen so many things, but hopefully when it's all said and done, I haven't inflicted too much pain. Cause by then I've been to the mountain top and looked over one day. When it comes to the day, I wish I can just get to a day and cross over with my father to get over this pent up rage. Less problems I have to make me go insane. Remember life what you make it, life fantasy and dreams. I can remember the day I wasn't always me, but who else but God can explain from our head to our toes, and everything in due season. But only He knows the rhymes and He knows the reason. But you might not like me, but without me, I couldn't give you what He's giving me. The keys back to the garden of Eden. If that's the case, if it makes me wonder if I die, would the whole world truly miss me? When I walk, you walk with me. When I talk, you speak with me. When I cry, you dry my tears. You always here with me. For you to comfort me, to hold me, to guide me, to give me hope, to lift me up. I never forgotten you. You're always here with me. The more we are all together, the more we overcome. Cause one teach one, and we beautify the world. We can all hold hands, and while I'm here and when I'm gone, we can all impart, inspire, and reclaim all of the little ones to become something positive. Like God and touch men and women in life is important, inspire, and reclaim me, and the part that you see before thee.
That song is entitled When I Die, y'all, written by Joseph Easley for Easy Trinity Music 1 for Warzone Records, y'all. That song is off the Baby G CQ album, y'all. And the artist is Baby G. We're about to go pay some bills, guys. And this commercial entitled Warzone Mobile Service.
Are you in need of comic books, music, or movie production, web design, graphic design services? Our highly trained professionals will even come to you. So call 424-732-9673. We are open 7 days a week, excluding holidays, Monday through Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Our number again, 424-732-9673.
Okay, guys, welcome back to Airwaves. I'm your host, Prince George. For those of you just tuning into the show, Airwaves, I'm your host, Prince George, y'all. And for those who's been listening, I'd like to say thank you, guys, to everybody for tuning into this show today. Like I said, today we have a special guest coming into the studio a little later on in the show, J.V. Hilliard, and with his new book entitled The Last Keeper. Book one of the War Mister series, guys. So hopefully you guys get your pieces of paper out, your pens out, your listening ears on, your thinking caps on. He'll give you guys information about who he is and any information about the book and things of that nature. So if you guys write it down, go out, show support to J.V. Hilliard. And of course, I'm digging the book, and I got the first two in the series, The Last Keeper, and the very next saga right behind it. But of course, he'll give you information of how to go about getting this book later on today. So with that said, let's go ahead and to another song entitled Tweety Remix. And this song is written by Joseph Easley for Easy Trinity Music 1 for Warzone Records. And the artist is Baby G featuring Warzone's own Lala, y'all. And the song is off of the Bugs Becoming soundtrack, y'all. That song is entitled Tootie Remix, y'all, written by Joel Sauce Easley for Easy Trinity Music 1 for Warzone Records, y'all. And that artist is our Baby G featuring Warzone's own La La, y'all. And that song is off of the Bugsy Becoming soundtrack. All right, we're going to go to another song. And this song is entitled Tweety, y'all, written by Joel Sauce Easley for Easy Trinity Music 1 for Warzone Records, y'all. And this song is, the artist is our Baby G featuring Warzone's own Tanisha Hines. And this song is off of the Bugsy Becoming soundtrack as well as the Baby G CQ album, y'all.
Live long to memories, y'all. This song's dedicated not just to my Aunt Tweety. It's dedicated to all of you who lost someone due to fire. September 11th, the war in Iraq, to everywhere in the world. Remember, we didn't forget. Live long to memories, y'all. Alright? Live long to memories. Aunt Tweety, let me say this again. Aunt Tweety, to me you are my mom's best friend. You're my mom's sister, so that makes you kin. Long live to your memory, and I wish you were here. Even though I never met you, you're my aunt as well as friend. I know time wasn't always good and time wasn't always bad, but to hear that you died years before I lived made me real sad. I know when you were here, when my mom back's against the wall, but to leave it up to you, you never let her fall. You're always hanging together, or laughing or going through ish. For you, I give my life so that you can live. Your life was cut short by senseless violence. You died because your boyfriend burned you and two of your kids. You and one of your kids died so that one of your kids can live. Your life was cut short by senseless violence. You died because your boyfriend burned you and two of your kids. You and one of your kids died so that one of your kids can live. She's all grown up now. She's airport material, flying people all over town. She had 2 kids of her own and 2 baby fathers. But despite it all, I look at her life and I love her regardless. 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 Live long to memories, y'all. This song's dedicated not just to my Aunt Tweety. It's dedicated to all of you who lost someone due to fire. September 11th, the war in Iraq, to everywhere in the world. Remember, we didn't forget. Live long to memories, y'all. Alright? Live long to memories. Aunt Tweety, let me say this Aunt Tweety. To me, you're my mom's best friend. You're my mom's sister, so that makes you kin. Long live to your memory, and I wish you were here. Even though I never met you, you're my aunt as well as friend. Time wasn't always good, and time wasn't always bad, but to hear that you died years before I lived made me real sad. Live long to memory. I know when you were here, when my mom back's against the wall, but to leave it up to you, you never let her fall. You're always hanging together.
All right, guys, that song was entitled Tweety, written by Joel Salsa Easley for Easy Trinity Music 1 for Warzone Records. That song is off of the Baby G CQ album as well as the Bugsy Becoming soundtrack. And the artist is Baby G featuring Warzone's own Tanisha Hahn. Okay, guys, we're going to go into another song, and the song is entitled Truth Between Lies, written by Joel Salsa Easley for Easy Trinity Music 1 for Warzone Records. And this song is off of Baby G's Christian Reflection album. And the artist is Baby G featuring King Show's own Deco.
What happens when people say they love you and been out their way to help to destroy you? Can you tell the truth between the lies? Can you feel what I feel and take the lens of your eyes and see through mine and see the truth between the lies?
Man, I'm so tired of it. I don't know what to do. Devastating sometimes, like he's stuck and confused. No money, major problems. 5:30 in the morning, grab remote, hit power, turn on the news. Beginning of my work day, no dummy, not slanging, getting up to make an honest pay. Had me feeling like a modern slave. There's gotta be a better way, like winning the lottery.
You're supposed to have a spouse, but really endowed. Whether he's a man or woman or really a mouse, don't take the blame. Cause it's a shame when you're out in the cold, all alone, struggling and tugging to build a happy home.
Don't hold your breath unless you're trying to see death. Find out what is the best kept secret. Be careful, don't do something you regret. Example, robbing, stealing because your pockets are low. Gotta feed your family. I know how it goes. Hit a lick, then kick rocks and every singing. Now you're caught by the cops. Most of them are doing it for props. Deceiving the youth. False gangster skies in the vocal booth, setting traps. Acting like spies. So listen to the Lord of the Flies. Telling the truth between lies.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 5, 4, 3. Forget the counting and get to shouting, ready for some project blow up. Can I put the money in my account and gain interest from the bank so I can stop putting last dollars in the tank? Damn, life stank. Most people can't make plans, just move slow. I know, chance so slim, have you stuck in a row. Life's as free according to Jim.
A lot of people stuck in their ways, won't even help anybody but themselves. Seek and get help. Some racist thinking, stop thinking about self. Are you deaf? Do you hear the words coming out my mouth? Time for the plot, come on and shake it, shake it. Ooh, most of the game I'm cool. That's why I'm in the booth using my tool. The boy is smooth, smoother than the rest. Play it on KCLA and KLAS.com. If your builders they will come, it takes time. Watch you shoot your #1 without drugs, sex, violence, and guns. Pure facts, fun, California style up under the sun. Past the burgers and buns.
You still call woman, you still call man or woman, which is really a boy or girl. Aren't you thinking you're or his or her little toy? They're never there when you need them. They only want you around to please them. Cause it's a shame when you realize they're one and the same, playing their game, trying to put you out in the street, not on your feet.
Breaking these liars down to a small size. So listen to Pico and Baby G, telling the truth between lies very carefully. Telling the truth between lies very carefully. Breaking the small down.
Without drugs, sex, and violence and guns, pure facts and fun, California style up, son. Past the burgers and buns.
breaking these lies down to a small size. So listen to Dico Baby G, tell the truth between lies very carefully, without drugs, sex, and violence and guns. Pure facts and fun, California style, up under the sun, faster burgers and buns. Telling the truth between lies very carefully.
That song is entitled Truth Between Lies, y'all, written by Joe Saucer Easily for Easy Trinity Music One for Warzone Records. And that song is off of the Baby G's Christian Reflection album. And the artist is Baby G featuring King Chef's own Deco. And now we're about to go into another Pay Some More Bills, guys, and then we'll be back. And this commercial is entitled Real Estate.
Are you in the market to sell your home, or perhaps buy a home, or purchase an investment property? Then look no further than George Lawson Easley for all your real estate needs. I have just what you need to make all your real estate dreams come true. I am a real estate salesperson with Century 21 Union. Dre number 019-33203. Please call me at 424-732-9673. Again, 424-732-9673.
Okay, guys, we're about to go into another song right now, and this song is entitled Our Business, Nobody's Business, written by Joe Saucer Easily for Easy Trinity Music One for Warzone Records. And this song is off of the Baby G Q album, y'all. And the artist is Baby G featuring Warzone's own JTP or Jeremiah Prophet, guys. And this song is off of the Baby G Q album.
What makes people think that our business is theirs? Whether they get the notion in their heads, they need to just stay out of our way, out of our heads, get out of our plans. When God made me, He made me an honorable man, unchangeable, unshakable, and He made you woman, He made you the same, able to make our own decisions, live our lives, and weather the storms. God made a woman from man, so my rib is yours. Who else? Whose business is it except me and yours? Who else better understand souls like ours except us? But who else but God can explain us from our head to our toes? How else do you explain the mating of two kindred souls? But our business is nobody's business but our own, predestined for greatness. Despite the odds, we're grabbing for the moon and stars. When everybody's business screaming how high, we're screaming how high, how far. Hold on tight, because the future is ours.
That song is entitled Our Business, Nobody's Business, written by Joe Saucer Easily for Easy Trinity Music One for Warzone Records. And that's off of the Baby G Q album, y'all. And the artist is Baby G. Okay, right now we're about to go into another song. And this song is entitled Not My Fault, written by Joe Saucer Easily for Easy Trinity Music One for Warzone Records. And this song is also off of the Baby G Q album. And this song is, the artist is Baby G featuring Jeremiah the Prophet, y'all.
We have a rendezvous at 7:45. It's 7:05, don't want to be late. We're going to meet at your favorite place. We're going to have your favorite dish and your favorite drink. Sit back, I have something to say. Listen up, girl, as I tell you this. I'd be lying if I said you'd be truly missed. No way to break me down, I'm true to this. Thought on the other side where the grass would be a little greener. Jumped overboard and found that life was a little sicker. Took a woman of your caliber and didn't know how to treat her. My black senorita. You might as well look to the one ad, cause you can never return. Now move aside and give my new woman a turn. Just chill like a villain, cause that's what you are. Look at my tall brown beauty, now she's my star. She got me like my nose wide open. hit the keys. Hoping when he hit it, you remember me. Now that I got your attention, you remember me. It's not my fault. In the beginning, you had your son, and I was like, yeah, it didn't bother me. I figured if I knew it was right for me, even if it meant it really made family. Until early one morning, early one night, something wasn't quite right. You were sleeping real late, up all night. If it was me, it would have been alright. But it wasn't in the streets like the hell with me. So my career became my future. Step into the future. You with him and she's with me. So what does that have make you think you can call on me? If anything, get the hell away from me. Oh no, 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 no. Not my fault.
All right, yeah, that song is entitled "Not My Fault." All right, yeah, that song is entitled "Not My Fault," written by Joe Sosa Easy Trinity Music One for Warzone Records, y'all. And this song is about, and that song along with the song I'm about to play right now, entitled "Last Man Standing," are both off of the Baby Jason Q album, y'all. And both written by Joe Sosa Easy Trinity Music One for Warzone Records, y'all. And the song "Last Man Standing." The artist is Baby G.
Through all the years of struggle, a lot of you see me, it's been me. But if you took the time, would you be eager to see the two men inside themselves, you know, as me? The fly one and only acrobatic can see. I'm flipping rhymes, just call me gymnasty. If you don't have the time, just zoom past me. My people just move slowly and to get in position to hold it down. Stop talking, just listen. Quit flapping your gums. Majority of people just all really are dumb. If you ain't applying yourself, your teacher felt sorry for you and gave you a passing grade. Mine is going just to adjust your fade. A lot of you say you want to be just like me. Just scared to rap, act, produce, and sing. Come up and shine it and become something. If you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. Patient, the money will come, so I wait. Knowing the Lord knows, still knows my face. Still rich in family values. When I put anger stakes on my plate, and someone safe to say, stop questioning the fake. One little talking, little debate. A lot of y'all see me on TV, and so you should know. Baby G and Prince George is one and the same. Game, doing my thing, like the Prince George said, born to reign. It's risky business, going into the industry. Already started, so I gotta finish or get in the Guinness. Hell, pass me a Guinness. There's 99 players from MCs on the wall. I'm the last man that won't take a fall. Standing 5 feet 9 to 6 feet tall. Rush in the industry, speed said number one is so demanding. Gotta keep multimedia coming, so that the section can be the last man standing. Take great adventures, live, take rhymes, take songs, take billboard charts. Art of musicians, industry majors. So love to hate me and hate to love me. While I handle my business before my business handle me. But why do I think that? Well, why do you think when I cry, I need you? When I snap back to reality, I'm so hateful. When I lace up my black boots, you think I hate you. And on contrary, when I bit up my strength. When I cry and bit up my strength in the Lord. When I snap back to reality, I only hate. When I put on my black suit, I would love you, but I can't let you destroy me. If I don't listen to you, so why do you push me? I don't go berserk, so why do you seduce me? I don't touch you, so why do you touch me? I do what I do, that's why you love me. That's when I hurt, you feel for me. When times are great, you hold it down for me. When you call, that's why you touch me, how you tell me. When you call, tell me how you feel about me.
That song is entitled "Last Man Standing," y'all. Written by Joe Sauce Easy for Easy Trinity Music One for Warzone Records, and that song is off of the Baby G CQ album, y'all. And artist is Baby G. All right, y'all. You know, the man that I was telling you guys about earlier in the show, stepping into the studio right now. JV Hilliard, about his coming into the studio to talk about his book called The Last Keeper, and it's part of the Warminster series, and he's coming into the studio right now. So when he comes in the studio, we're going to have him introduce himself again in his own words, so that you guys can hear from him specifically. With that said, again, this is J.B. Hilliard. So let's get into the interview right now. So JB, how's it going?
I'm doing well. You?
Blessed, brother.
Hey, thanks for taking the time, man. I appreciate that.
No problem. So JB, what is the novel? Without giving too much away.
So I have a series of novels. I write fantasy adventure novels in the in the genre of like Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones. So it's a bit of like epic fantasy meets dark fantasy, called the Warminster Saga. The first novel within that saga is called The Last Keeper. And the story behind it is really kind of twofold. It's a story about a young man near the age of 20 who is a seer. He's a prophet, and he gets these magical visions that come to him while he sleeps from this god of knowledge. And so he's sort of cast in the archetype of chosen one. And he is there to battle the false prophet, right? So you've got this fallen keeper, someone who's fallen from grace because he did something very bad that set him apart from their God. And as a result, he was cast out of their sect. But Damus, who's the main character, keeps having these prophetic dreams that show the fallen keeper coming back for revenge. But as this young keeper who's very unpracticed in what he does is starting to get powerful visions, all of the other prophets and seers begin to lose their sight. And that's sort of the basis of the book. And that's why he becomes the last keeper. And so, you pick up on that, one chapter in, so I'm not giving away the story, but ultimately it's sort of it's set in the same kind of setting you would find in Lord of the Rings or Dungeons and Dragons or, Wheel of Time, like that kind of stuff. So you'll those that are familiar with fantasy adventure will find the realm of Warminster very appealing, but unique.
Hey, so what inspired you to do something like this? Like what kind of inspired you to create such a story?
Yeah, so I've been a lifelong Dungeons and Dragons nerd. I've been playing the game since I was 10, and a lot of the story has come from very fun, very successful gameplay that's led to these great stories that I've memorialized over the years, and now I've knitted together to become a fantasy adventure series. But on top of that, I've always wanted to be a writer. My uncle was paralyzed in the Vietnam War. He was like a second father to me. My mother was his nurse. And there was very little things that he could do as a quadriplegic. One of the things he could do was write. And so at a very young age, I learned how to write next to him. But the other thing that, we picked up together was he needed a form of escapism. And so Dungeons and Dragons was a way for him to escape the injuries of his own body and become something he wasn't. And so he started teaching me how to play the game because that was his way of escaping his condition. And then it was my way of immersing myself in my own creativity and imagination, which has then become the basis for the novels.
So who's helping you to distribute or put together your project or finalize your project?
Yeah, so my publisher is a small niche publisher called Dragon Moon Press. She focuses primarily on fantasy, sci-fi, and dystopian novels. So folks that read my stuff read stuff that she's also publishing for other authors. Alongside that, I've got a development editor that I use out of England, an illustrator that I use out of England, a copy editor that I use out of Seattle, and a bunch of other people that are doing my book trailers and cinematography that are local to me here in Pittsburgh. So it's a real team effort, and they help put together the basis of the sales and marketing and social media aspects to promote my novels and the series in the hopes that they become bestsellers. And, ultimately it's something that's led into it being licensed to a video game company, in order to take it to the next level. And that's why I think, movie or graphic novel might be something else that's in the works. I didn't expect video game ever. I expected maybe movie or like Netflix if people liked it as much as they did. But, the first series, even though there's only two books out, has met with such success that I went from a 3-book series to a 4-book series to now planning the next series. And I just see the continued growth and acceptance in the fantasy sci-fi community as, one of the kind of up and coming stories that I hope people will continue to like and enjoy reading.
What do you need to move to the next level, or do you have everything you need for the next level?
Yeah, so a few things really. I mean, on the novel writing side, I've got to finish the last 2 books. The third comes out in April, and that's already done. It's in, it's just waiting to be released. The 4th will come out in September, October of this year, and we'll finish the Warminster Saga, the 4-book series. After that, it's a matter of continuing my contract with my publisher and going on to the next saga, as well as, on the other side, as I continue to grow that piece, I've got to go to conventions and bookstores and libraries. And I had a book signing at a brewery a couple of weeks ago. So it's a lot of fun. I mean, you're out there promoting and, selling and marketing.
So you say, you're writing you're writing the 3rd book right now?
Yeah, that's already done. I'm finishing the 4th book. The 3rd book just has to be released. 4th book needs to be finished, edited, and then released in the fall.
How far is your reach?
My stuff right now is sold only English language. So you're talking about most of Europe, the U.S., Australia, India, and other places where people can read a book in English. But my book is available in paperback, ebook, so you can download it onto your Kindle or your Nook. And it's also available through audiobooks. So you can use your Audible or your Kobo, your Rakuten, your Apple Books, download it there and listen to it if that's the medium in which you want to use to read the book. So it's primarily, I would like to say it's global, but it's global understanding that people are going to consume this that can read or listen to English and understand what's going on.
Do you have any merch or anything else that they can buy that comes off of the book?
Yes. So I'm going to, you'll see a change in the next 2 months on the website. I have a merchandise button right there. If you go there right now, there's a very limited pool of things you can buy, but I have a map that you can use as a poster on the wall that shows a map of the realm, and then we've got a close-up map of the realm. I also have bags and the typical stuff that authors are going to have, like bags and bookmarks and things like that. But I also have oversized mouse pads that have a copy of the map and all of the coats of arms on it. I'm opening a shop. It's not a Shopify store, but I'm using the term Shopify because everyone understands what it is. I'm opening up an e-store where people can go and build their own stuff on demand. So if you wanted to have a shirt with a certain logo of a house, or a lordship that you liked, you can do that, or a cover of one of the books you wanted to have on a shirt, you can do that. I also have scrolls that have poems and or important things that have happened in the books that people can buy as novelty items and things like that. I have a stamp that I use as my certificate of authenticity, which is supposed to be sort of like a filler for like the old school wax seal stamp on this really cool little thing. So I've got merch that I'm working through and will continue to grow as the popularity continues.
You said that you have another saga that you're starting, correct? Outside of this one?
Yeah. So the next thing for me to do is write the next series. And so the next series will pick up at some point where this series drops off. And in the interim, I'm going to launch a couple of origin stories, which I think you'll understand as a comic and a graphic guy. Those things help build the characters so you can read about your favorite character, who they were before they came, what they were in the book. and it gives a little background on that kind of stuff. I get a lot of feedback from my readers and people that I meet asking for that backstory. So giving those origin stories of some of the more popular characters in smaller books that are easier to write and get done in a quicker period of time might also help promote the books because now they know more about their favorite characters.
How many characters do you presume maybe you want to be made that you're designing?
That is, what you'll do is you will meet certain characters that exist within the novels, but in terms of the kind of class that you can be, you're gonna have, kind of what I'm going to describe as like a wizard or a sorcerer class. You're going to have a fighter class like a knight or a cavalier or a paladin type. You're going to have a keeper class, which is what Damus is, the main character in the book. So as part of that, there is no really one class or four classes you're going to be limited to, and the hope is that it's next gen kind of stuff.
That sounds real cool. Like that sounds cool. Really, really, really cool. Like,
thanks, man. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I can't wait to see it.
Oh, I'm excited for you because I'm like, yo, like that's cool to meet other creative people, like who's creating other characters, other ideas, other concepts, other IPs. That is absolutely dope. Just keep me informed of what's going on.
Oh, you definitely. Now that I know you're into it, man, you're gonna get into it.
Because I'm into. It's funny that, and I'm into supporting all different types of creative. And how long you been doing your business?
My authorship started over COVID because everything was shut down for like a year and a half, so I didn't have anything to do, so I started to write. And then I found a publisher, and it's sort of taken off, and now I've decided to go in this direction as opposed to going back. And then I own a Altered Reality magazine, which is an online e-mag that offers first-time publication opportunities for speculative fiction and speculative poetry. So it's, fantasy, sci-fi, being gothic, horror, those kind of authors, and they get a chance to visit the site and submit something. And it's usually a short story or a serial or, we have quarterly magazines and we print some stuff. And we've had, we get about 160,000 views a year. And, we just had our one of our poets just got nominated for a national award and stuff like that. So we have a good time doing that. And, so those are the kind of things I'm now into. I've kind of walked away from the day-to-day stuff for my lobbying stuff because I really want to spend time doing this. This is what I've always wanted to do, but it wasn't what was going to pay the bills in the beginning. And now that I've kind of gotten to a point where I don't have to worry about bills as much as I want to worry about what I want to do, now I'm doing that. So I've moved into this, and I've created these businesses as a way for me to keep going and keep building as I continue to write.
So you must love what you're doing right now.
Love it. In writing, everybody's your friend, right? It's different. Like literally, I did this one interview. True, swear to God, for 20 years doing my other business, I would study for 2 days prior to any interview because that interview would come and the interviewer would always look for that gotcha moment. And then the person that was on the other side of the issue would always throw a counterpoint at me. And I would need to know how to counter their counter, and I would have to wait for their countering of my assertions. And it's fighting. Where here, my first interview, I did the same thing. I was preparing for it for two days. I got on, and one of the guys asked me, "So what season of the year do you like to write the best in?" Right? And it's like at that point, the light went on, and I said to myself, "This guy's trying to help me out." Right? Like, where's the fight? And there was no fight. And everybody is collegial. They try to support other creatives. No matter what your art is, they try to go out there and support it. And they don't look at you selling a book as taking a book sale away from them. They're trying to promote you. And so you try to pay that back, pay it forward and try to help other people do that too. I was just at a con this past weekend, and there was literally 6 of us, in this one booth, and we were selling each other's books just as much as we were selling our own. And that kind of teamwork, I love. And I don't want to go back to what I was doing. I want this to be successful.
Okay, so in your audiobook, do you do a voice for a character, or are you just behind
I hired a voiceover actor. You know what I mean? He just does it so much better than I ever would. And he has a following in the fantasy adventure genre. Like, there are people that will download my stuff just because Victor Vivine did it. And I think that that's important when you're trying to build a cachet within your own gravity within a very large pool of other talented people. To be able to have someone like that kind of pull you in, it legitimizes my novels. And people will download his stuff just because he's a very good voice actor.
So you never thought about doing voiceovers for your own upcoming projects, or you?
I thought about it for like this much. I'm one of those guys that I know what I do well, and I'm smart enough to know what I don't do well, and I'd rather outsource it to somebody to get it done professionally, even though it might cost me a little bit more money or my publisher a little bit more money. But in the end, I know that I would fumble around trying to figure it out, and I might as well have someone who's a professional do it, and it'll be done well, and I won't have any problems looking back at it.
So how many audiobooks do you have right now? Out?
Just the two. I mean, we got the first two in the series are out. Next two will be out, and I'll have audiobooks with those as well.
So what's next, man?
I'm trying to become a best-selling author, and I'd love to see my stuff not just go into a video game, but I want to go into a graphic novel because I'm a comic book nerd. I'd love to see it eventually in some sort of Netflix or movie form. That's down the road. I have to have a following that will, bait someone into having that conversation with me. But at the end of the day, too, I enjoy working in this realm. So I've created, Altered Reality Magazine. I'm now doing so. It's fun for me to do, and it's also a way for me to give back to the community and, help other creatives. And I'm having a good time with it. So the goal is to continue to grow the brand, which is me, and sell more product, which is my books and eventually my video game. But then, also hit it up with, because I think, some people don't read books. They read graphic novels. Other people don't read graphic novels. They play video games. Other people don't do any of that. They watch movies. And I want my stuff to be available throughout all of those forms of media.
Absolutely.
And I'm getting there. I'm in 2. I'm now on my way to the 3rd. But that's my hope.
Who do you plan on getting to write your motion picture for your project? You?
Oh, I have no idea. I'm so far off from that. Like, from what I understand, you need about 500,000 followers for them to even be taking you seriously, because they don't want to make a movie off of a book that doesn't have people that will go see the movie. And if you bought the book, read the book, and you've got followers on social media or YouTube or whatever, that tips them off that, all right, well, look, even if we make this, we're going to get 500,000 people come to see the movie, which is what and they want a lot more than that. But ultimately, that's sort of like the floor, and I'm nowhere near that right now. I probably have like 25,000 followers. I've got 13,000 on Twitter, and then a couple of thousand on all the other social media channels. I've sold, I've got about 10,000 names on my email list, so I'm getting there. But I'm small potatoes to those guys right now. I would just love to, have someone there read it and say, wow, when this season or when the series finishes, we'd love to have, a conversation about how we can make this into an anime series or
okay. Where's the spoilers? What happens in the 3rd book?
I'm not telling you that. There's no way. No way. No good author would ever tell you. You got to read it. Read it. I'll give you a hint. There's a lot of battles. It narrows it down, right?
Hey, at least I try, man. At least I try. At least not for myself, but for the fans. Like, yo,
you did it, man. You did it.
What else is there you want to talk about that I haven't asked you? What do you want the fans to know about you, or know about your company, or about your project that possibly that you want people to know about you?
Yeah, I think that the only thing that's left that I would perhaps mention is the fact that, when I transitioned into this realm, I mentioned it a little earlier, there is a sense of community here. And I would encourage anybody that has ever thought about writing a story or drawing, something, to do it. Get that out of you. If you've got a voice inside your head, or you've got this imagination that's telling you to do, the one thing I would say is that once I unleash that, there's so much pleasure to you personally for being able to do that, but also you're entertaining other people, right? And even I've had people come up to me begging me not to kill certain characters, and or I like this character, and you're surprised that they like it, so you hear that often, and so you make them more prominent and give them a voice and maybe a little bit more, stage time in more novels because you realize you got, a popular character that people are always getting feedback about, and so I find that it's a way to get out of that. Like I don't want to go back to the grind, and I would love to pull other people in the direction, tell them to take the leap like I did, because I don't want to look back, and I haven't yet.
Okay, so like, are there any crossovers that's coming with any other companies or any other books?
I'm working on a few. Like for our video game, I've reached out. There's a woman named Danielle Amorstino, who she's having an NPC basically dropped into the game, and that way she'll be able to promote her books for that. But we're creating one of her dragon characters as something that'll be in the book. I also work with a woman named Catherine Weibel who writes in fantasy, but it's a lot of like Viking kind of stuff. She's creating a character that she's going to drop into the novels, and that way there's ways of cross-promoting. And so it's that Danielle's fans and Catherine's fans will also become fans of me because they're now visiting those characters in the realm of Warminster and vice versa. Now I'm tapping into their fans, and they're going to say, if you like Danielle's books or Catherine's books, you should buy one of Joe's books. And that's really kind of like the hope.
If people want to see you or to reach you, how can they reach you, or how can they see you?
Yeah, so I'm easy to reach. You can find me at jvhilliard.com or any of my social media stuff. If you're on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube, I'm at JV Hilliard Books. If you're on Discord or Facebook, I'm just JV Hilliard. And you can find me there. My books are, available. You can find them on Amazon as much as you can find them at my publishers, dragonmoonpress.com. If you want to download the ebook, you can find it at Barnes & Noble or Apple Books. You can, use Audible to get the audio book. You can find it pretty much anywhere you want to go. And so I try to make my products available through as many forms of medium as possible.
Thank you, J.V. Hilliard, for coming into the station today to talk about your book. I really wish you very many blessings about your book and your series and all that good stuff. Thank you, fans, for listening to the show, for the interview. Those of you who like the show, I appreciate I appreciate you very, very much. Thank you very much for tuning in. Right now, we're about to get to the end of the show. We're about to go into saying my goodbyes. Till next time, same Bugsy time, same F80 channel, same Warfare time zone. Until next week, y'all. And I'm going to leave you with a song entitled Badge of Honor, written by Joyce Hauser Easley and Dear Anderson, performed by Dear Anderson, published by Easy Trinity Music for Warzone Records, and this for the movie project called Badge of Honor by the same name, by Trinity Vision Entertainment and Warzone Comics. And until next time, till next week, y'all, 4:30 to 5:30 every Saturday, y'all. Love you much. God is our
I love